Hello and welcome to this pit stop for How to Rob a Bank, designed by Prospero Hall and published by Jumbo. How to Rob a Bank is a one versus team game in which the one takes the role of bank guards and the other players take the role of security guards. You control two if there's only two players, up to one each of two for three, and three, one each for four players. On a turn, there are three phases. The first phase is that all of these tiles are modular. They get shuffled around and they get placed face down and flipped over, and they will tell you how the board will be set up, where the guards start, where the money starts, the alarm starts, and where the robber starts. And this card will always start as far away from the robbers as possible. There are going to be 3 rounds of 3 phases in the game, and depending on how many robbers you have, you're trying to collect 4 or 5 of these money bags and get them into the getaway car in order to be victorious as the robbers or prevent that as the guards. The second phase is the planning phase, in which each player has got a stack of 15 cards. They're going to draw 8 off them, and then from those 8 they're going to play 5. And the way that those 5 are played are, they play 1 card face up each, going around the table so that the other players can see what they're playing. If the robbers wish to discuss what they're planning, then they must discuss it in front of the security guard. And once everyone's played 1, we go back again, and the security guard is going to play their second one, and so on and so forth through the robbers until everyone has played their 5 cards. Now I'll go through and tell you what the cards do, because once everyone's played those 5 cards, they flip their decks back over again like this, and then we're going to start to activate the cards one at a time in the order they were played. So what can we do? The security guards can move 1 room at a time per movement you have. You can't move through these walls on the board. The other thing you can do is, this is a move, you can move in here, then you can choose to capture one of the robbers, and that robber will have to lie down and they won't be able to activate their next card. They'll just have to discard it, and it will be used just basically to stand back up again. With this card, you can move one, and then also you can lock a token on the board, meaning you can unlock one of the bags of treasure. The robbers will have to then unlock that before they can take it, or you can even lock the alarm, which we're going to get to in a minute. You've also got certain cards that will give you an option of either tackling the robbers or of lock-in, so that'll give you a little bit more flexibility when you're planning your turn. And you can see that there are various cards you can choose from. The robbers have got very slightly different options in that this one here is a move if you choose to take it, and then a pepper spray, and a pepper spray will knock out a guard, meaning that they'll have to sacrifice a card in order to get that guard away from being unconscious again. They've also got just the obvious move card. They've also got the ability to pick up a treasure token as long as they're conscious, and as long as there's not a guard in there, as long as it's not locked. In this case, this robber has got this. Now there are 3 actions before we get to the rest of the cards that the robbers can take. And one of the most important ones is that each robber can move this getaway car 1 space on their turn. And if ever a robber is conscious, has got a bag and has not got a guard with them, and they're adjacent to the robbery car, they can throw it in there, and that will go up here on the score track, and that'll be 1 of the tokens they need in order to win the game. Other things they can do is they can unlock things. For example, if they were in here and that guard had gone over there, they could unlock this treasure before being able to pick it up again. Again, they can attack, and the other thing they can do on their turn is they can crawl through these walls. So as the security can't go through them, but using the ventilation shafts, the robbers in fact can move through these walls on occasion. The other things they can do for free are they can pass a bag to another robber. For example, if I was in here and that player still had moves, I can say, you take that one, and they can move across on their turn for free, throw it in there, getting the robbers nearer to winning the game. Or if they're in the same space as the alarm, they can activate it. It only gets activated once per round. When you activate the alarm, all the guards have to move, as long as they're conscious, to the room with the alarm in, leaving you possibly free to get to that important treasure. As I said, over the course of the 3 rounds, the robbers need to collect either 4 or 5 treasure bags before the guards can stop them. If they manage to do that, they will be the winners. If the guards stop them from doing it, then the guard will be the winner of How to Rob a Bank. This has been a Game Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out our YouTube channel. For more in-depth coverage of games, please check out the Game Pit podcast. Thanks.